Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 886. Now, before I begin this chapter, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to all. I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving with your family, enjoying your food, and having your bellies filled up to a point where you are satisfied, etc., you know? So, yeah, this chapter right here was actually pretty cool. Not too bad. Looking forward to the next one. And I could see a lot of people might be a little upset with the ending of One Piece's chapter, and I think I could understand that. As a fan who watches and reads One Piece, etc., I think I could understand where they're coming from exactly. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to that Pudding and everyone else is getting the cake along the way and going to deliver it to Big Mom. And we have to it that Sanji is in a disguise right now, so he won't be, let me see here, whatchamacallit, be caught by enemy territories or the other enemies. But we see to it that Oven is there too, which is really, really terrifying. And we have to it that, that Pudding wants to deliver the cake to Mama at sea, although like Oven was against the idea, he goes like, okay, I'll let you take the cake to sea. You may pass. Although Chiffon says thank you very much, but Oven on the other hand hits Chiffon right in the face and says, you freaking took part of the assassination to kill Mama and you try to kill our queen. This be blood or not, mutiny is a grave sin, and this is your fault. And we have to it that Sanji really wants to fight, but if he really blows his cover, he will think that freaking Pudding is part of the mutiny too. And we have to it that Chiffon says, I will see this cake to the very end, brother. You can't just do this to me. I have to make sure Nami and others are completely safe. And we see to it that, Oven says, well, let me tell you something. This isn't some stupid sibling quarrel or rebellious phase of mine, Chiffon. You took part of this mutiny to kill our queen. This is your fault. I never thought I had to deal with you with my own hands, but we have to it that, like, Sanji cannot bear this any longer because he doesn't like the fact that men hit women, and that he was raised by Zeph that way. Any man who hits a woman is despicable. And we see to it that Pound was trying to save his daughter. Even Chiffon does not even know who he is. And we have to it that Sanji goes like, I don't know who that guy is, but I think I could use this time to go fast enough. And therefore, he ends up landing a good major hit on Oven by throwing him off, and then he'll just do it so fast that no one can see him. And we have to it that Sanji, on the other hand, manages to save Chiffon and get on back on the ship, while Pudding looks on in like in awe aspiration of love. We have to it that that Pound's like, huh, where did Chiffon go? I guess I'm stronger than I thought. And then freaking Oven gets really mad and punches freaking Pound away and says, there's no way in hell you did that. And we have to it that Oven already found Chiffon again, and we have to it that Pound tries to save Chiffon again, but he can't do anything because he's old and he's not much of a fighter. We have to it that Oven gets a message from one of his subordinates that Capone Bench is heading towards Choco Island. Our battleships are right there right now. We'll be able to corner him. And we have to it that Chiffon realizes that he's coming to save... Benj is coming to save her. And therefore Oven says, well, this is actually very good. Put me on loudspeaker. And we have to it that Oven tells Benj, like, I have your Chiffon here right now. And as your faithful letter of the law, I'm going to tell you right now, I will not hesitate to beat her down or kill her. Moreover, I want you to come to the shore and surrender. Any funny business and I will kill her. And we see to it that that Benj complies and says, we're heading over to the harbor right now. And we have to it that Chiffon tells Benj, I want you guys to take everyone out of there and take my son with you. If you get caught, you all are going to die anyway. You'll at least save yourselves, okay? And Chiffon explains that Mama always hated me and you guys were my real family. Nothing more, nothing less. And just promise me one day you get revenge on my behalf. And we have to that the subordinates of Benj goes like, oh, what are you trying to say right now? You can't just tell us to abandon you. And then we have to it that freaking like that Oven might have slapped Chiffon to shut up or something. And we have to it that Benj says, okay, hold on. We'll be at the harbor soon. Just don't do anything at Chiffon anymore, okay? And we have to it that Benj's ship is right there, and we have to it that the battleships are flanking them, cutting off their escape routes. And we have to it that Oven gets hit by a very long distance shot, and that was actually Capone Benj. And therefore he tells his son, looky here, Pez, that's the way your daddy lives. And I'm thinking in my mind, if Benj literally shot that far of a distance to hit Oven really bad, then guarantee, and I'm going to tell you right now, he is not someone to be undermined or underestimated at all. Because even though 2 years has passed, I'm pretty sure he improved his own shots or strength or accuracy of his attacks. Because if he managed to shoot Oven away and caught him off guard from that far of a distance, he's not someone that you should say, oh, he's pretty useless. And we have to it that Benj on the other hand gets ready for his next plan as Sanji congratulates him. And we have to it that Pudding says, we really made Brother Oven mad right now. You understand that, right? And Oven looks on in total rage right now, or solemn serious expression. We have to it that Jinbei explains that I see a couple of ships out there right now, so be prepared what's to come. And we have to it that Carrot says like tonight will be a full moon, which I think Carrot, which Chopper says, huh? And we have to it that some people are witnessing that Straw Hat Luffy appeared at a certain town and is coming from Eat Up Town, which apparently is on a chips and french fries town, which I think I can understand where they are at. And of course, many people say that Straw Hat appears be running through the mirror world. So it looks like Luffy did escape Big Mom's grasp. I really wish we could get a little bit more detailed a bit. But of course he went through a mirror, etc. And that's pretty odd to be the obvious explanation. We have to it that that Katakuri is literally waiting in the mirror world where Luffy is at right now. Of course, like Brule tells Luffy, look, what are you trying to do? If you really want to run away, just go straight to Choco Island. And freaking Luffy's like, wait a minute, how did you know that? And then like Brule's like, I overheard you, Dumbo. And we have to it that Luffy explains that Haki gets used up all the time. If this fight drags off long enough, his observation Haki will start to get weaker. And Brule compliments him by saying, you're not as stupid as it looks when you comes to fighting. And we do know Luffy does have a fighting brain. Even though academically and logically he is stupid and brain dead in other sentences, he tends to like understand the situation when he's in a one-on-one fight or be in any battlefield. And we have to it that Luffy says, that won't just do. Even the Haki gets weaker, and he remembers what Rayleigh told him, like, I trained you everything in the flowers of Haki, but Haki truly blooms in extreme conditions of real battle. Like, and Rayleigh therefore tells Luffy back then, like, the more you face off against stronger enemies, the stronger you become. So we have to it that Luffy wonders himself if he can see a little bit into the future, I mean. And then freaking Brule is like, don't get ahead of yourself, little pipsqueak. And Luffy explains that he wants to surpass him and he wants to defeat him when he's at full power, all 1 billion berries of him. So So I end up like asking and wondering right now, and of course people are hinting at with the full moon, of course, with the carrot thing, you know, people say that that she might become a werewolf. Of course, this is when I read some comments here and there and read a little discussion about One Piece's new chapter. Another thing too is that I could see that a lot of people are pretty upset. I think I can see why a lot of people might be upset about One Piece's ending of this chapter. I mean, like I've been wondering myself as well. Like I've been also asking, even though it's not canon, even though well, it is canon. I think it's gonna be canon, but I'll talk about that eventually. I was wondering, like, if Haki can really be improved much faster to be much better, stronger, or you have better mastery of it, if you're fighting against stronger opponents. Because Rayleigh did tell Luffy at the end of this chapter in the flashback that as long as Luffy keeps fighting in extreme battle conditions, and as long as he keeps fighting stronger opponents, he will improve drastically in battle. You will improve drastically in battle. I wonder if it's through Haki or through like strength alone itself, but I don't know. But I know this is not really canon and all, but it could be related to what happened at the end of this chapter for Luffy. Is like do you guys remember like Luffy fighting against World in 3D 2Y, like 3 days and 2 years special anime of One Piece? Because I remember correctly that Luffy did fight Brynhilde World, or World if you want to call him, in a one-on-one fight, and his Haki did somehow bypass World's defenses, and World did say that he's getting stronger every time he's fighting me. So I question now is, can Haki improve? Can the strength or mastery of your Haki improve much faster if you like fight against stronger opponents? That is one question that I was wondering. I think it's already hinted at or confirmed already in this at the ending of this chapter, or it was foreshadowed a long time ago. I do not know, but whatever the case may be, like yeah, that's the only thing I question. Like, can Haki really improve in extreme battle conditions, or when you're fighting against stronger opponents, or if you're using your Haki against anyone at all? But it is told by Rayleigh, who is the right hand of Goldie Roger, the former Pirate King, who we all know who got executed, did say that if you keep fighting in extreme battle conditions or opponents that are stronger than you in terms of physical strength and possibly Haki strength, then you will improve your Haki, or you will improve in battle much more. Unless that's just Luffy alone. I don't know. But we'll have to see, because like this is gonna get really intense for Luffy alone. I mean, like as long as if his improvement can really come in terms of Haki, then we're gonna have to see where that's coming from, because Luffy's already through a pinch, and he already escaped Big Mom, and now he's resting up to fight Katakuri at full power so he could beat him at 1 billion berry strength. Although, as much as I can say, I really don't want that to happen right away. But like if it's through like I guess running away, or just maybe for story plot convenience in a certain way, it has to be somewhat in an acceptable way. Guess we'll have to find out. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out, bye bye, and have a good Thanksgiving. Toot toot.